everyone, my name is Taryn Vinalek and I want to help you grow and glow in business so you can step forward with confidence and clarity while you're growing your business. So it is my intention to help you go from side hustle and struggle street to full-time and inflow in your business. And today I really want to talk to you about the 7 steps that I go through, or the 7 tips that I go through to make sure that I am showing up on camera with confidence and delivering to the best of my ability to serve you, my audience. So I'm going to jump straight into it. If you are joining me for the live, wave to me or give me a heart emoji in the comments below. If you are watching the replay, throw some pineapple emojis my way because, as most of you know, I am absolutely pineapple obsessed and I love seeing all of the emojis come through on the live feeds. So I want to know, give me a yes or a that's me or something like that in the comments if the idea of showing up live or recording a video or putting a video out there on your Facebook page or on your Instagram or wherever you're at, let me know in the comments if putting a video out there with your face on it has terrified you at some point or another. And let me know as well if you fear actually putting yourself out there. So maybe you've never done a live before, or maybe you've never shared a video before because the idea terrifies you. Let me know in the comments if that is the case for you, because I really want to help eliminate that for you. Jessie, you say yes, you've been afraid of posting videos before. I totally understand. To those of you who are joining now, thank you so much. Hello, hello. My name is Taryn, for those of you who haven't met me yet. But I want to go through my 7 tips for showing up with more confidence. Jessie, you've never done it before. I totally feel you. So for the first 3 years that I was in business, I did not go on camera. I flat out refused to. So there are a couple of reasons why I genuinely believed that people were going to judge me for the way that I looked. Now, I don't know how many of you have noticed, but I'm not wearing very much makeup today. A little bit. I've got a light covering of tinted moisturizer, a little bit of contour, a little bit of mascara. That's all I am wearing. I have acne scars. I don't know if you can see them. I have scars like everywhere. See the scars here? Okay. Anyway, I was terrified that people would not take me seriously because I had acne when I was a teenager and when I was a young adult. So in my 20s, I got really severe cystic acne and I actually had to go on some pretty hardcore medication to get it under control. And from that point onwards, I was really, really self-conscious of my skin. And I genuinely believed that people wouldn't take me very seriously, and they would judge me based on my appearance, or they'd judge me based on the fact that I have acne scarring. So for those of you who haven't met me before or don't know me or haven't really seen much of me yet, let me know if you ever noticed my acne scarring, because most people that I talk to say, oh, I didn't even notice it. And in my own mind, I made such a huge deal about the way that I look and let it affect my self-confidence, so much so that I would not show up for my audience. Another thing that I have a huge concern over, which while I'm watching myself, I can't even see it. So how can you guys see it, right? I have a baby tooth. It's right here. And it's so tiny that it actually looks like I'm missing a tooth. So the adult tooth actually came down behind it, so it never pushed the baby tooth out. So I was always really worried that people would never ever take me seriously because I look like I'm missing a tooth. So how can anyone take me seriously? You know, I must look like this and I must look like that. And, you know, then I went through these emotions where I was like, oh, I've put on weight. No one's going to want to watch me. No one's going to want to listen to me. Like, my weight does not matter when it comes to the content that I'm sharing. So I'm really, really glad that there are other people who have felt the same about going on camera in their business. And it's such a common thing that I get among my tribe and among my audience. So many people say, I'm afraid to go live because of my weight. I'm afraid to go live because of my teeth. I'm afraid to go live because of my hair. I'm afraid to go live because I don't have any nice clothes to wear. All of these different things come up for everyone. And it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not any more confident than you. I'm not any skinnier than you. I don't have better makeup than you. I don't have a better wardrobe than you. There is nothing separating me from you at all. But I show up on camera every single day, or most days. So if you follow me on Instagram, I actually show up on Instagram stories every single day. It's almost a non-negotiable. I tend to not do my stories and stuff over the weekends because that's the time I spend with my friends and with my family. So showing up live on camera, for me, that's something that I have to do every single day. And there are a couple of things that I do, you know, to make sure that I'm feeling good. So every morning I get up, I brush my hair. You know, I don't even do it heaps well. So I've got this lump here, like I didn't even, you know, but I feel tidy. I feel pulled together because my hair's not like off on one side and that kind of thing. You understand. Put some earrings in, slap a bit of makeup on, a bit of tinted moisturizer, a bit of mascara, and I'm done. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to face the day. I don't bother with lippy most of the time. You know, chuck some earrings in. I'm really a fan of these $4 Kmart earrings at the moment. You know, you don't need to buy expensive stuff to feel confident. Anyway, that's not what I want to talk about right now. So for those of you, thank you, Jessie, for commenting. But for those of you who haven't commented yet, please let me know if you have resisted going on video in your business for any reason. You don't have to let me know what that reason is, but give me a yes in the comments if you have resisted going live or recording a video and posting it on your Facebook page or Instagram or whatever it is. Let me know, because I want you to know that you are absolutely not alone. Like I said, for the first 3 years in my business, I refused to go on camera because I thought, how could anyone take me seriously? I have acne scars. People are going to think I'm like a teenager, right? I'm an adult. I'm running a successful business. No one's going to take me seriously because I've got a couple of pimples. Now, realistically, how silly is that? Right? The way that the brain works is crazy. My brain is not worth any less. What I know is not any less because I have a few acne scars or because I have a baby tooth, because my tooth grew in the wrong place, right? Like, no one's going to take me less seriously because of that stuff. The only person taking me less seriously is me. So I want to go through my 7 tips to help me show up on camera more confidently, and in the hope that you can too. Now, number 1 is, and I'm going to show you what I've got right in front of me here. I'm sitting outside too, so if the wind blows and mixes my papers up, I'm really sorry. But step number 1 is plan ahead and have dot points ready. So I have like 2 pages of notes here that I'm going to follow along to make sure that I don't miss any important content, and so that if I go off on a tangent, which I often do because I love talking, if I go off on a tangent, I have something to bring me back to my topic. If I go off on a tangent talking about, my morning routine or whatever the case may be, that's not exactly relevant to showing up on camera. But I have this guideline so I can go, okay, well, I've dealt with point 1, so now I'm going to start on point 2, and I'm going to bring that attention back to the topic. Now, having dot points, also make sure that you are showing up with confidence and clarity because you know exactly what you are speaking about. If you get on a live stream or whatever, you can get really distracted and really thrown off your topic based on a question that someone might ask you, or a comment, or someone might, put something up on the in the comments, and you just get distracted by it and you forget your train of thought. Like, when someone kind of interrupts your train of thought, or like someone will sneeze and then all of a sudden you'll forget what you're talking about. So that's a real thing, and it happens on live as well. It happens on video as well. So the best way to make sure you're staying on topic is have notes prepared and make sure that you follow along with them. This enables you to speak with confidence because you're following what you're like. I don't have sentence for sentence, as you can tell. I'm just kind of rambling this stuff out, but I have points that I'm following because that's the easiest way for me to make sure that I stay on track and I keep delivering the content you guys are asking for. If I allowed myself to get onto a tangent, I could end up talking about my morning routine. I could end up talking about my dogs. I could end up talking about the adventure that I went on to Cape York last year, none of which is relevant. and it takes away from the quality of the content that you're sharing with your audience. So if I then wanted to promote that post or promote that video or something along those lines and reach a specific type of client, it's really hard to do that. And people are going to watch that video and not really engage with me or not really connect with what I'm sharing because there's no focus to it. There's no point to it. So if I'm trying to tell you about how to go live on your Facebook page, but then I end up talking about my holiday to Cape York, it's not relevant anymore. So you're going to get to that Cape York part and you're going to go, what the fuck is she talking about, right? And then you're going to click off because you're not interested anymore. So making sure you've got a flow to follow along with is absolutely vital to make sure that you stay on track and don't go off onto many tangents. So now I'm just going to skim over this first section to make sure I didn't miss any points that I wanted to bring up while I was talking about point 1. And no, I covered it all. And so especially if you do go off on a tangent, it's really easy for you to like kind of lose composure. You go, oh my God, I'm so off topic. And then you freak out and you start to get really nervous and that kind of stuff. So having those dot points allows you to regain composure and bring yourself back to where you want to be. So that was point number 1. Plan ahead and have dot points ready to follow along with. So give me a thumbs up if that makes sense and if that is helping you so far. So point number 2, people don't care about what you look like as long as you are helping them. Like I said before, if you managed to catch the first part of the video, like I said before, most of you probably didn't even notice that I had acne scarring or a baby tooth, right? Most of you probably didn't know that until I brought your awareness to it. And even still, how quickly did that leave your mind? You're not thinking about it anymore. You're not looking at my face going, oh my God, I can see that scar there next to her nose. And I can see that, red mark on her chin here and here. Like, it's really hard because the camera's like facing the opposite way. I'm like, what side of my face is that on? Anyway, this was a huge one for me. I was so nervous about my tooth and about my skin that I thought people were judging me based on my appearance. And then I realized that people don't actually care about me. They care about how I am helping them. So they care about the tips that I'm giving them that they can implement into their business to make it a success. They care about the advice that I'm giving them that is helping them to feel supported. You needed this yesterday, Vic. Yeah, sorry I didn't go live sooner for you, babe. You should have messaged me and let me know. But here we are, and you can utilize these tips going forward. So people aren't judging me based on my physical appearance. People are only judging me based on the content that I'm delivering to them. So if I'm planning ahead and following along with dot points and staying on topic, those people who are watching me, that's what they're judging me based on. They're judging me based on my ability to stay on topic and serve them with the things that they need. So my priority every time I go live is not my face. It is, how can I serve my audience? What does my audience need from me? Is that making sense so far? Give me some hearts. Give me some thumbs up if you are enjoying this so far. So I started paying attention to the things that I was thinking and the things that I was feeling when I was watching other people's videos. And it occurred to me that I did not think about that person at all. I did not care about them. Like, I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. Like, sweet, this person is like giving me information. How awesome is that? I did not care what they looked like. I don't care what they sound like. I don't care what color hair they've got. I don't care if they've got pimples. I don't care if they've got children. All I care about is that the information they're giving me makes sense to me and I can implement into my business. So people do not care about you. The only thing that is stopping you from fronting up in front of people and that fear of judgment and that kind of stuff, that all comes from your ego. Now, I'm not standing here and judging you and saying, like, you're silly for feeling this way or you're silly for thinking this way. It took me 3 years to overcome this fear. And even still, it's only been in the last 12 months that I've been able to show up consistently and confidently on video. Prior to that, the 12 months prior to that, I was showing up on video, but I was doing it so sporadically. I was unfocused. I was jumbled. I was nervous. I would like cake the makeup on. I'd look so unnatural. I'd dress up to the nines. That was like so not my style. Like right now I'm wearing t-shirt and like you know, my workout pants kind of thing. So I'm not overdressed, but I feel good. I put my makeup on, I put my earrings in, I'm wearing a clean shirt. Like, it's not how you're showing up physically, it's how you are showing up for your audience and serving them in a way that they need, or serving them with information that they need, I should say. So occasionally you'd go, oh, that's a cool jacket, or you'd notice something about the person that you're looking at on camera, but it wouldn't be something dramatic enough to hold your attention. So I very rarely noticed negative things, but, you know, occasionally I'd be like, oh, that person's got a cool jacket, or that person's got cool hair, or whatever. Occasionally, if I did notice something negative, it would be, you know, something silly like that person's hair is out of place, or, you know, whatever. Like, I didn't pay attention to it. It didn't matter to me. So they weren't any thought that I had about the person delivering the content, it didn't hold my attention for long enough to stop me from watching that person, right? It didn't, and I never thought about it again. It was like, oh, that. And then I could go back to focusing on what he or she is actually telling me that can help my business, or help my exercise, or help whatever it is that I'm watching, whatever it is that I'm trying to learn. How they look does not matter to how smart they are, right? So does that make sense? Think about it this way, right? So I'm just following my notes to make sure that I'm staying on track. Point number 1. So think about it this way. If you were listening to a podcast, or you were on the phone to someone, you would not be able to see their face. Would you consider them to be any less of an expert? Or would you consider them to be any less smart, or any less abundant? Or would you consider them to be any less of an expert, or any less knowledgeable because they have a zit on their cheek, or, you know, maybe because they're in their track pants? Would you consider them to be less smart because of their track pants? No, you wouldn't, because you can't see them. You don't know how they're dressed. You don't know whether or not they're wearing makeup. You don't know whether or not they've got earrings. You don't know whether or not they've got blue hair. All you know is the content that they're giving you is helping you get from where you are to where you want to be. That's why you listened. That's why you tuned in the first place. So people don't care about you or what you look like, as long as you are giving them what they need, as long as you are helping them, as long as you are serving them. So point number 1, plan ahead and make sure you've got dot points ready. Point number 2, people do not give a shit about you. They don't care about how you look. They don't care about what you're wearing. They don't care about anything other than how you can help them. So if you're showing up as yourself frequently and serving them, answering their questions, giving them what they need, then they are going to respect you regardless of your acne, regardless of your scarring, regardless of your dicky tooth, regardless of your hair. They don't care that much. They may notice it. 99 times out of 100, no one's going to say anything negative. In the last 2.5 years that I have been doing video, I have never, ever, ever had a negative comment based on the way that I look. And that was my biggest fear, that people would judge me based on the way that I look. They would judge me based on my acne scarring, or based on my dicky tooth. And it's not a reality. So making sure that you are showing up as yourself and giving people what they need, that's all they care about. So I'm not trying to be a nasty bitch saying people don't care about you. People care about you. Your family cares about you. Your husband cares about you. Your girlfriend cares about you. Your dogs care about you. Your children care about you. Your audience doesn't care that much about you to worry about how you look. All they care about is how you can help them. So if you're focused on that and not on yourself, you are going to have successful videos every single time. So focus on serving your audience, not on yourself. This video is not about me. This video is about helping you to show up more confidently on camera. It's not about me. It's not about how I look. It's not about how I feel. It doesn't matter how crappy my day's been or how amazing my day's been. What matters is how I'm helping you. So point number 3, talk about things that people want to know. So frequently asked questions are a great place to start. I decided to do a video about videos because when I was interviewed on a podcast recently, The girl said to me, "Oh my God, I can't believe you have anxiety. You show up so confidently on camera. You do Instagram stories every single day religiously. You get on Facebook Live, no questions asked. You jump on like that. Does not bother you to get on camera. I'm so shocked that you're telling me that you've got anxiety." I have serious anxiety. I have social anxiety like you would not believe. I get really nervous talking in front of a crowd of people, especially if I don't know anyone. I get really nervous going to like a party. Even if I do know people, social interactions drain me so much. Like if I have a day, like a networking event or something like that, I need to sleep for like 3 days afterwards because it's so overwhelming and tolling on my soul for me to create those physical connections with people. I really struggle to do it. I have very, very bad social anxiety. And, you know, it's getting better and different situations are different. So, you know, if I go to a party and I only know one person, that social anxiety is going to be a lot higher. If I go to a party and I know every person, it's going to be a lot lower. But even still, the toll that it takes on me is extreme. So she was really confused when I said that I had anxiety and that I wanted to create a place for people with anxiety to grow their businesses without feeling judged or pressured or all of those kinds of things, right? So showing up on video with confidence despite having anxiety is something that really came through on that podcast interview. And since that podcast was released, I've had a lot of people message me and say, "How do you show up so confidently on social media? I listened to this podcast. I've been watching your stories. I see you go live on Facebook nearly every week. How do you do that so confidently?" And the reason I can do it so confidently is because I follow these 7 steps and I realize that it's not about me. What I do is I focus on answering questions that people in my audience, in my tribe, want me to answer. So I'm getting that question through constantly. What do you think I'm going to create content about? Of course, I'm going to be creating content about creating videos and doing it with confidence because that's something that I've been asked every week or nearly every day for the last 2 weeks. So no matter what industry you're in, you are going to get frequently asked questions. So if you're a photographer, you might get a frequently asked question, something like, you know, how many photos do I get if I book a 4-hour photo shoot? Or I don't really know what kind of questions you would ask, or, you know, how many outfit changes, or, you know, do you have stylist contacts? If you're a beauty therapist, you might get asked questions like, you know, I have cystic acne. What's the best things for me to use on my skin? Or what... excuse me, what treatments do you recommend? That kind of stuff. So if you were to get on live, you already have this huge list of things that you can answer for people on these live calls. But go live and just talk about one topic. Don't try and talk about everything because then it's really unfocused and disjointed. So if you're going live to talk about 10 different topics, someone who wants an answer to a question that isn't getting answered until 30 minutes into the live, you know, by the time they're 5 minutes in, they're going to think, "Oh, well, this isn't for me," and they're going to switch off, right? They're going to stop listening. So you need to make sure that your live videos or your videos that you record are topical. So even if they're only 5-minute videos, 5-minute pre-recorded videos, 5 minutes per question or 5 minutes per topic or 5 minutes per live, however you want to do it, you know, you've got your story, so you can do your stories on Instagram and that kind of thing in, you know, short breaks, which is cool. People can skip past if they don't want to watch each individual story. So make sure you're answering questions that people want to know, and that's a really great way to engage with your audience. So scroll through industry groups. So if you were to go through other business groups, if you're a business coach or something like that, go through other business groups. If you're in the beauty industry, go through the beauty groups. Ask questions like inside the beauty group. Say, "Hey, fellow salon owners, what are some of the most frequently asked questions you get from your clients?" And then you go live and answer those questions, or you record a video and answer those questions, and you're going to position yourself as the expert. So a great way to create content is to create a list in Asana or your project management tool. I recommend every single person has a project management tool. I use mine religiously. I absolutely love using Asana, and it's totally free. And this is absolutely not a promo, but I love using Asana. And inside Asana, I have a list, and it is full of all of these different topics and all of these different questions that people ask me regularly. So every time someone asks me a question, and then if I get another question similar to it, I'll go, okay, yep, this is a frequently asked question. This is a question that lots of people want to know the answer to. And I'll put that in my topic list. So now if I open my Asana, I have like 50 different things that I can record podcasts about, write blogs about, do live videos about, record YouTube videos about. There are so many different ways I can use those topics to create content for my audience and share it with my audience. So is that making sense for you so far? So I'm going to go through the top 3 tips so far. So number 1 is plan ahead and have dot points ready. Number 2 is people don't care about you or what you look like as long as you are giving them the information that they want and need. And number 3, talk about things that people want to know. So starting with your frequently asked questions is a really, really great way to get going when it comes to recording videos. So if you are joining me for the live, give me a hello, give me a yes, give me some, happy emojis, whatever it is that you want to give me. Let me know that you are joining me live. And if you are joining me for the replay, give me some pineapple emojis in the comments below so I can see that you are joining me even after this recording has finished. I hope you are getting so much value out of what I'm serving you so far when it comes to showing up confidently on camera. So my name's Taryn. For those of you who haven't met me yet, I just want to reiterate, I've got a couple of extra people joining now, so I just want to let you know my name's Taryn, and I'm going to be going through with you the 7 tips for showing up on camera with confidence. So now I'm going to move on to my tip number 4. Be honest about your anxiety. Vulnerability is key to building relationships. So straight off the bat, when I first started this live video, I was like, hey, my name's Taryn. I have acne scars. I have a missing tooth or a dicky tooth. And straight away, I shared my vulnerability with you. I shared the things that I'm afraid of. You don't have to do that. I'm not saying that you have to do that. But if you get on live and say, hey, my name's Taryn, I'm feeling really nervous about doing this live video, so bear with me if I lose my train of thought. This is my first live video, but I'm really excited to be seeing you, and thank you everyone for joining me. Now, another thing is you have to remember, not many people are going to join your live. Unless you've got like 100,000 people following your page or whatever, not that many people are going to actually be joining your live. But people are going to watch the replay. So make sure you are starting your conversation with confidence. Hey, my name's Taryn. I'm here to help you grow and glow in business so you can step forward with confidence and clarity. And if you are joining me live, give me a hello in the comments. And if you are joining me on the replay, thank you so much for watching, and drop me a pineapple emoji in the comments below. So that was pretty much my intro to this live video. So I'm addressing the people who are watching me live, and I'm addressing the people who are joining me for the replay. At different intervals throughout the live, you'll notice that I do say, hey, I'm Taryn. I just want to remind you, thank you so much for those of you who are joining me. If you're watching me live, say hello in the comments. If you are watching the replay, drop me a pineapple in the comments below. So make sure that along the way you are letting people know who you are and what you're there to tell them or what you're there to serve them with. So be honest and be vulnerable and say, hey, I'm feeling really nervous. This is my first live video, or feeling really nervous. I'm not used to doing this, and I'm feeling really anxious. I've never done video before. Or I'm only just starting out doing video. Be real with people, because it shows them that you're not a robot. It shows them that you're a real person. You have real fears. So often people who are our clients, they will put business owners on a pedestal. Right? They'll say, oh, she's so smart, or she's so confident, or she's so much better than me because she has a business and I just have a job, or whatever. It's not the case at all. So showing your vulnerability and showing your humanness to your audience is going to help build that relationship and build those emotional connections, and show your audience that you're not any different to them. You're just the same. maybe you're just a step ahead, or, maybe you're just doing something a little bit differently with your life. So, you might own a salon, but that doesn't make you any different or any better than someone who works in a corporate 9 to 5, because you do what you love and they're probably doing what they love. Showing your humanness, showing your vulnerabilities, and showing your fears and anxieties is so vital when it comes to building relationships with your audience. Another thing that I get really nervous about when I am going live on camera, I talk with my hands so much, and I'm doing it right now. What am I doing? I do it so much. I talk with my hands. I'm like, oh my God, people are going to think that I can't sit still, which is true. I can't sit still. I'm always moving. I'm always doing something. I'm always really high energy. I can't stop. So I talk with my hands. Who cares? It doesn't take away from what I'm telling you. It doesn't change the value of the content that I'm sharing. So while it makes me uncomfortable, while it makes me nervous, especially when I watch it back, I'm like, oh my God, that bitch can't sit still, right? But I know that about me. And I'm okay with it because I know that it doesn't change the value of what I'm sharing. So again, that just comes down to focusing on who you're serving. It comes down to focusing on your client. It comes down to focusing on your audience. It comes down to focusing on the content that you're sharing and not focusing on yourself. So step number 4, or tip number 4, was be honest about your fear and anxieties, because vulnerability is the key to building relationships and building trust. You want to create those emotional connections with people, and you want to create that relationship so that your audience really feels like you are just like them, and they can trust you and they can rely on you and all of that good stuff. So let me know if you're enjoying this so far. Give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts. Let me know that you are absolutely loving it. Now, tip number 5, we are getting through it, which is awesome, because usually my lives go for freaking ages and I talk so much, but we're at tip number 5 already and we're only half an hour in, so that's really cool and I'm proud of myself. And you know what I put that down to? Having notes. Step number 1. So, number 5, give not for the sake of getting, but for the sake of giving, right? Think about it like a birthday present. You don't give someone a birthday present expecting them to give you a present back. It's their birthday. Why the fuck would they give you a present? Why would they give you a present on their birthday, right? So think about it as a birthday present. You are giving for the sake of giving, not for the sake of getting. So you don't give that birthday gift with the expectation that they're going to give you a birthday gift, when your birthday rolls around. You just give because you feel like that's the right thing to do on their birthday. So serve before selling. And for those of you who are Gary Vaynerchuk fans, if you have read his book, Jab, 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 Right Hook, if you haven't read it, I recommend that you do read it. There's a car driving past. I'm sorry if it makes a bit of noise. I'll just wait. I'm sitting outside today because it's absolutely gorgeous today. I'm sitting under my awnings. There's nice cool breeze coming through, but the light's not too, anyway, it's lovely. Anyway, the car stopped, so I'm going to get back into it. So for those of you who are a Gary Vaynerchuk fan, if you are a business owner and you have not read his book yet called Jab, 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 Right Hook, I really do encourage you to do so. So the theory is give, 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 get. So you have to serve people with a minimum of 3 lots of value before you can ask for anything in return. So you need to give without expectation of receiving. You need to give openly and willingly and authentically and share as much as you can for free, because it's going to return to you tenfold. It really, really will. I put my life on it. If you are giving for the sake of giving, if you are giving for the sake of, building trust and building those relationships and showing people that you are there for them and you're there to support them and serve them and honor them and respect them and give them the information that they need and answer their questions without expecting anything in return, you are going to have such an amazing relationship with your tribe. So always give without the expectation of receiving. Give for the sake of giving, not for the sake of getting. So you want to educate, inspire, support, and entertain your audience, not for the sake of sales, but for the sake of relationships. that's how you attract amazing clients into your business that you absolutely love, because you've built a relationship with them before you've ever asked them for anything. So if a stranger walked up to you on the street and said, hey man, can you give me $10? You'd be like, bye. Anyway, if your friend came up to you and said, hey babe, would you mind if I borrowed $10? You'd be like, yeah, sure, no worries. Because they have given and given and given. They've been there to support you. They've been there to encourage you. They've been there to inspire you and uplift you when you're having bad days. They've been there to hold you and cuddle you when shit has hit the fucking wall, right? When shit is not going well, your friends are there for you, and they give that relationship, they give that support and that encouragement and that inspiration and that everything. They give everything without the expectation of getting it back, so that then one day when they need you, you are there for them, right? It's not about giving for the sake of getting. It's about giving for the sake of relationships. And it's so important to view your audience as your best friend. So when you are going live, imagine you're actually having a conversation with your best friend. Video call them and have this conversation with them, so you're looking in their eyes, and record it and then share it with your audience, or whatever, however it is that you want to do it. You know, get on a Zoom call and screen record it, or whatever it is that you need to do to feel more confident about sharing your content, then you do that. But remember that your audience is your best friend, and they are the people that are going to make or break your life, and you are the one who's going to make or break theirs. So you have to remember that everything you do is for relationship's sake, not for sales sake. If you haven't noticed, I am not trying to sell anything. I am not running ads at the moment on my business page, because all I'm interested in is building relationships and connecting with my audience. It's all I care about right now. It's all I want. All I want is to serve you. So if you're not doing the same in your business and you're struggling, maybe you need to relook at the way that you are serving your audience. So if you are focused on what you're delivering to your audience, you are going to be able to show up more confidently, because again, it's not about you and it's not about what you want to get out of it. So tip number 6, this is one I kind of touched on before, right? Tip number 6 is get dressed, because when you feel confident, you will speak more confidently. If you are in your track pants and in a hoodie and you're not wearing any makeup and you haven't brushed your hair, you're probably not going to be that confident. I mean, I'm still in my workout tights, but I feel confident today. I'm feeling skinny. I've been eating good food. I've been drinking lots of water. I'm in a nice clean shirt. I put a little bit of makeup on. I put my earrings in. I tied my hair up. Took 5 minutes, but I'm able to show up confidently because I feel good. I would happily go to the shops like this. I would happily go to my parent-in-laws for dinner dressed like this. I will happily show up confidently anywhere in what I'm wearing right now. So I'm not saying you have to dress up and put your stilettos on. I'm just saying get out of your PJs, babe, because that is not going to make you feel productive. It's not going to make you feel professional. It's not going to make you feel powerful. It's not going to make you feel empowered. It's not going to help you empower anyone else if you're not feeling that way about yourself, right? So you need to dress for the job that you want, not the not the job that you have, right? So if you want to level up, you need to be dressing like that next level person. For me, I've talked about this a lot on my stories. So for me, it's really important to dress for my next level self. So for me, the CEO, like the $1 million CEO version of myself, for example, wears the nice watch, wears earrings every day, has nice hair. So I go to my hairdresser regularly to make sure that my hair doesn't turn to shit. I wear nice clothes. I wear clean clothes. I don't wear my track pants. And you know what? I work from home. It's very easy for me to stay in my track pants all day. And some days I do it. And you know what? Those days I get fuck all done. I am so inclined to sit on the couch instead of sitting at my desk. And when I'm sitting at the couch, it's like, oh, I'll just make a cup of tea. Oh, I'll just do this. Oh, I'll just pat my dogs. I'll just put a load of washing on. I'll just do the dishes. I'll just, go to have a shower. Oh, I'll just, do this. And I don't actually work. As soon as I put people pants on, like real person, human pants that I would leave the house in. As soon as I put pants on, as soon as I put a bit of makeup on, I am the most productive person that you have ever met. I get so much shit done, right? So not only will getting dressed improve your productivity, it is going to improve your confidence, which is going to improve the way that you show up on camera for your audience, which is why we are here today, to show you different tips that I utilize in my everyday to make sure that I'm showing up on camera with confidence, right? So make sure you are wearing clothes that make you feel good about yourself, because when you feel good about yourself, you're not sitting there thinking, oh, I look like shit. Oh, people are going to judge me for the way that I'm looking. Or people are going to judge me because I'm wearing a hoodie. If you think people are going to judge you because you're wearing a hoodie, take your fucking hoodie off, right? So I'm a little bit dramatic. I'm sorry for those of you who don't know me yet. I'm a little bit full on, but it serves me well, and I want to show up authentically for you. This is how I show up every single day for myself. I'm full on. I talk a lot of shit, but I also know stuff. So that's why I'm here. And last but not least, tip number 7. Now, this is going to be so cliche, but have fun, right? If you are super nervous, you're not going to have fun. But if you're having fun, have a dance party, do something. I mean, look at me. I'm all over the place. I'm high energy. I'm dancing. I'm throwing my hands around. I'm like singing weird bits. Like, why am I doing that? Why am I singing weird bits? Like, it was like tip number 5. Why would I do that? That sounds terrible, but I'm having fun and I don't care, because if you're having fun, the person watching you is going to be having fun. How many times have you smiled or laughed at the shit that I've been saying? Like, holla, right? So have fun, and don't think about it as being on video. Imagine you're talking to someone face to face, because you are. You are speaking to someone face to face. Right now, someone's face is watching my face talk about stuff. So I am talking face to face to you. Hello. It's so nice to meet you. My name is Taryn. I'm going to go through the top 7 tips for showing up on camera with confidence for you. So, tip number 1, plan ahead. Make sure you have dot points ready. Ta-da! Number 2, people don't care about you or what you look like as long as you're helping them. So take the ego away from it and focus on serving people. Tip number 3, talk about things that people want to know. Answering frequently asked questions is a really great way to start and build your content library. Tip number 4, be honest about your fears or anxieties. Vulnerability is key to building relationships. So if you're getting on camera and you're feeling really nervous, say, hey, my name's Larissa. I'm feeling really nervous about being on camera right now. Or, hey, my name's Vicky. This is the first live video I've ever done. I'm feeling a little bit nervous, so bear with me, but thank you so much for joining. So, tip number 5. Oh, that's like a strobe light. Imagine there's like doof doof music in the background. Doof doof. Anyway, I'll stop. So, tip number 5. Give for the sake of giving, not for the sake of getting. So, make sure that you are focused on giving value instead of what you're going to get out of it at the end of the day. It is a birthday present. You do not give someone a birthday present and expect them to give you a present back. It doesn't work that way. It's not how birthdays work. It's their birthday. You give them a present. You don't get anything out of it. You just give for the sake of giving, right? So, number 6, my favorite one, get dressed. Get out of your pajamas. Get out of your track pants. They do not serve you. You are not productive. You are not confident. You are not enthusiastic. You are not inspired. Get dressed. Put real people pants on. Put a pair of jeans on. I don't even care if you put a pair of tights on. Put a pair of leggings on. Whatever it is, make sure that you would confidently walk outside and run into someone that you know in what you're wearing, right? I will confidently run into someone that I know wearing what I'm wearing today. So make sure that you are dressed with confidence. Very simple things. Get up, put a pair of pants on, put a clean shirt on, and pop some earrings in. Put clean pants on, put a shirt on, pop some makeup on, put clean pants on, put a shirt on, tie your hair up. You don't have to do everything. For me, it is put clean shirts on, because, you know, clean shirt every day, pretty important. Put a pair of pants on. Today it's exercise pants. Put my watch on, do my makeup. Some days I leave my hair out. Some days I don't touch it. Some days I don't wear earrings. Some days I don't put a necklace on. It's all good. But my higher version of myself, my confident self, my CEO version of myself, wears a watch every single day, and I wear real people pants, not my pajamas and not my track pants. So I get dressed every single day. And number 7, last but not least, of course, number 7 is have fun. Do weird shit, because people are going to laugh at you or laugh with you, because you want to create that connection. You want to create that joy for people. You want to be a pleasure to watch. And I know that that takes time. Believe me, I had anxiety around video for 3 years. And then when I first started video, the anxiety lasted for another year. It's only been in the last 12 months that I've been able to consistently show up with confidence. So I know that it takes time to get to that point of having fun. But if you can focus on steps 1 through 6 or tips 1 through 6, you are going to be a lot closer to actually enjoying yourself on camera. If you have any questions about going live on camera, or if there's anything that you want me to answer in a live video, let me know in the comments below, or send me a PM, send me a message, get in touch with me somehow, show me some love. If you are joining me for the replay, make sure you are giving me some pineapples in the comments. And if you are here for the live, let me know in the comments. So I have a question for you. Let me know if you have ever wanted to do video, or you have done video but you don't feel confident enough to do it. And then let me know if following these steps has helped you feel a little bit better about the whole situation. Any questions? I'm always here for you. If you are interested in the Fruit Punch Mastermind, let me know. It's an affordable program to help you go from struggle street and side hustle to full-time and inflow in your business. I want to help you grow and glow in your business with confidence and clarity, so you know that you can step forward and be the best version of yourself. I am Taryn Vinilek. I am totally here for you. Thank you so much for those of you who joined me live. And if you have any questions about the content that I've shared today, or if there's anything else that you want me to do a live stream on, please do let me know. Bye.